Rep. Eric Swalwell didn't hold back. He confronted Secretary Noem over a doctored photo circulated by the president and questioned the deportation of a sick 4-year-old U.S. citizen. Every moment exposed the tension between political theater and the real consequences of these decisions.
This time has expired. I now recognize Mr. Swalwell for 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. You have an important job. I think you have one of the most important jobs in the cabinet. Thank you for doing it. I want you to have credibility and be taken seriously as you do the job. And so I want to put to rest this question about Mr. Garcia in this photo that the president posted on April 21. Madam Secretary, you agree that the letters MS and the number 13 in Times Roman numeral font, that they are doctored on this photo, right?
Congressman Abrego Garcia.
No, I'm just asking about this photo.
It wasn't based off of tattoos. It was based off an entire case.
And I'll accept that
case against him.
for the purpose of this question. You agree, though, that this is doctored. Is that right?
The same protocols that are
Madam
applied
Secretary,
to every
I want you to have
individual with
credibility,
law
and
enforcement.
I want you to be taken seriously. Is this doctored or is it not
Sir,
doctored?
I am taken quite seriously
Is it
because I
doctored
approach
or
my
not
job
doctored?
with the importance that the president has given me to do
I understand.
my job.
Is it doctored or not
One thing
doctored?
that's important to remember is that every single time a case is built,
Madam
against
Secretary, I have a
individuals in the
7-year-old, a
same
6-year-old, and a
protocols.
3-year-old. I have a bullshit detector. I'm just asking you, is this doctored or not doctored?
Sir, the protocols in the case built against
Can you
Abrego
answer the
Garcia
question?
were exactly the same.
Madam Secretary,
I don't have
you're-
any knowledge as to that photo you're pointing to.
Okay, can you
I
take
don't,
her,
sir.
can you show her the photo? Walk her the photo down there. No, that one. Please take a look at this photo. It was tweeted by the president on April 21. It's been hanging out there for about a month.
So what is your point?
My question is, the numbers and the letter, MS-13, could you look at the photo, please? It's right in front of
Are
you.
you saying Abrego Garcia is not a wife
No,
beater?
no, ma'am.
That he's not a criminal,
ma'am,
he's not a human trafficker, and he's not a member of MS.
You vouched for Mr. Garcia when
You're
your team
vouching for a
said,
man
ma'am, you
that is
vouched
a
for him when
known
you said he was
violent
mistakenly
criminal.
deported.
Sir,
I didn't vouch for him.
I did not say
In that
He
photo,
should have been deported, absolutely.
It's so
There was
telling
never
that
a
you
mistake
won't look at the
deport him,
photo.
And we will not be bringing
Was
him back
it
to this
doctored or
country.
not?
If, in staying here, if
Can you
he
look
comes
to
back
your
the
right
country, he
at
would
the
be
photo in
deported
front
right
of you?
away.
Madam Secretary, can you look to the right at the photo in front of you?
I have seen this
Okay.
photo as you held it behind your head.
Thank you. And the letters MS and the numbers 13, are those
Is
doctored
this your
or
entire
not?
testimony today is on a doctored photo? You don't want to talk about the facts?
Okay,
The
so
importance of our national security?
you acknowledge it was
Do
doctored.
to make sure that the United States is protected?
Madam
and
Secretary,
from
this is not a
violent
hard question.
criminals?
Are those doctored or not?
Sir,
Is that actually on his hand or not?
This is unbelievable to me that your focus
It's
is on
unbelievable
a
to me
photo
that you can't
think-
look at the photo and tell the
I
American
looked at
people.
the photo, but I don't have any knowledge as to this photo.
Okay, so it's been hanging out there for 4 weeks. You are one of the chief law enforcement officials in the country. What have you done to investigate whether the president misrepresented the reason that that person has been detained?
Sir,
have
we
you
spend our
done
time-
anything to try and figure out whether that was doctored or not?
The mission of the Department of Homeland Security is to secure our nation and to make sure that we're out there going after those that are the worst of the worst, the criminals, the bad actors. Abrego
Yes.
Garcia.
So the answer is
a
you've done
known
nothing to
terrorist,
correct the
member
president.
of MS-13, a wife beater and a human trafficker that should never have been in this country to begin with.
So, Madam Secretary, thank you, Mr. Burnett. 2 weeks ago, your agency deported a 4-year-old American citizen in a stage 4 cancer battle. What are you doing to get him back to the country so he can get his treatment?
Congressman, this mother wished to keep her family together and to take her child with her. So as every single person is given the opportunity to, medical care is given throughout the process.
so it sounds like
And for this
nothing.
child, medical care was confirmed in their home country so that it would continue, and those treatments and whatever needs were needed to be had into the future were confirmed to be provided there before.
That child's home country is the United States. Do you believe you have a right to deport a U.S. citizen?
That mother chose to keep her family together, and that is what President Trump is focused on.
That's
making
not the
sure
facts of the case.
that- yes, it is the facts.
Madam
This
Secretary,
mother
moving on, do you,
confirmed that she wanted to
do
keep
you
her
have a
child
right?
with her, and our families and parents are given that ability to keep their children with them when they return to their home countries.
Madam Secretary, do you have a right to deport a U.S. citizen?
No, we do not deport U.S. citizens and have not deported U.S. citizens.
Except the 4-year-old that we just
No,
referenced.
that mother chose to keep her child with her, and that is her prerogative, and the law was followed in allowing her the opportunity to do that.
So, Madam Secretary, I'm a former prosecutor. I have put people away for life sentences who are gang members. I don't need to wear costumes to show how tough I am. What makes me different from you is when I put those individuals away, I did it with the weight of the law behind me. And I yield back.
Mr. Chairman,
Gentleman yields.
I ask unanimous consent to enter an article from Fox 45 that states documents reveal a second protective order filed by the
When Eric Swalwell began his questioning, the hearing immediately became more than just a procedural exercise. It became a test of accountability, transparency, and moral responsibility. He approached Kristi Noem not merely as a cabinet official, but as a guardian of law and public trust, demanding answers that many viewers might take for granted, but that have profound implications for both governance and human lives. The first issue he tackled, the doctored photo of Abrego Garcia circulated by the president, was a case study in the manipulation of perception. On its surface, it is just an image. But images are powerful. They shape public opinion, create narratives, and, in this case, could have painted a man as a dangerous criminal without proper context or verification. Swalwell's persistence in pressing Noem to acknowledge whether the letters and numbers on the image were altered wasn't trivial. It was a demand for truth in the face of political storytelling, a reminder that leaders have a responsibility to ensure the information they amplify is accurate, especially when it concerns real people and public safety. The exchange on the deportation of a 4-year-old U.S. citizen battling stage 4 cancer brought this tension into stark human terms. This wasn't an abstract question about borders or enforcement protocols. It was about the life of a child, the anguish of a family, and the legal and moral obligations of a government toward its citizens. Noem's repeated references to assurances of medical care in the child's home country skirted the core ethical question: should the United States ever deport a citizen in the midst of a life-threatening illness? Swalwell's insistence on pressing her for clarity highlighted the gap between legalistic procedure and the human consequences of those procedures. This moment underscores a broader lesson for viewers. Governance is not only about enforcing laws, it is about making decisions with empathy, foresight, and accountability. Beyond these two incidents, the hearing reveals systemic patterns. It exposes how political narratives can be weaponized, how images and messaging can be used to manipulate perception, and how public officials may prioritize political optics over facts and human impact. Swalwell's methodical and relentless questioning also demonstrates the critical role of congressional oversight. It is not enough for an administration to issue directives or present narratives. There must be independent review, investigation, and the willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. Viewers can see that these hearings are not mere spectacle. They are a civic safeguard designed to protect rights, lives, and the integrity of institutions. The lesson extends beyond this particular case. It shows the importance of skepticism, of demanding evidence, and of recognizing the real-world implications of policies and political messaging. It teaches that leadership requires balancing law, morality, and empathy, and that public officials are accountable not only to the law, but to the people they serve. Swalwell's questioning also highlights how citizens can engage critically with the information presented to them, reinforcing the importance of media literacy and public scrutiny in a functioning democracy. For viewers watching from home, this hearing is a masterclass in understanding power, responsibility, and oversight. It demonstrates that political theater has real consequences, that images and narratives can mislead, and that every policy decision can ripple into lives in profound ways. It also serves as a reminder that accountability is not optional. It is a cornerstone of democracy, and holding leaders responsible is both a right and a duty. You're watching Left Lens, where we break down these high-stakes moments, connect the dots, and help you understand not just what happened, but why it matters. Stay informed, stay critical, and share this analysis so more people can see the truth behind the headlines.